Welcome to Team Redline training videos. Here we're going to take a lap of the Nordschleife with Greger Huttu driving the Porsche 906 in the simulation GT Legends. His time is 8:16.5. Setup and replay can be available from our site www.teamredline.co.uk. Starting the lap, you're going to be in 4th gear. It's hard to find a good braking marker for turn 1, but you can use the grass on the left. Brake hard down into 2nd gear. Make sure you don't run too wide into the left, as you want a good line into the following right-hander. Here you can let the car run a bit wide in the middle of the turn and control the line with the throttle instead of the steering. Turn in a bit harder late in the turn and try to get a straight exit to carry all the speed down the following straight. Once again, you're going to be up into 4th gear here, and as in turn 1, hard braking. Use the grass on the right for a braking marker and down into 2nd gear again. You've got to make sure you hit the apex and don't touch the curb, as it will upset the car. The next left is slower and braking downhill, so brake gently, down into 1st gear, turn in tight and try to get the car straight as soon as possible to get the power down, and up into 3rd gear here before the medium speed right. Brake early and stay in 3rd, don't hit the curb because that will push you too wide, and wait a little before getting back on the throttle, and once you do, make sure you don't lift off again. Into 2nd gear here, then into 1st. Make sure the car is balanced before you brake. Accelerate hard in 1st gear up into 2nd. Make sure you hit the apexes here because each corner leads into another and it's very important. Coming up after this left-hander is a right-left combination. Brake early for the right so you can get the power all the way through on the left. Here you've got to turn in early and carry all the speed you can. You can take that full speed if you get it right. Over the bridge, you'll be in 4th gear here. Approach the crest on the left and the car will take off for a moment, so give the throttle a quick lift whilst you're in the air. The Flugplatz double right-handers coming up now. It's important to get this right because after that is a long flat. Still in 4th gear, quick dab, and now you're heading to Arenberg. Approaching this straight, you're in 5th gear. Brake slightly before turning in and change into 4th gear for this left-hander. Try to keep the car on the inside through here to set yourself up for braking for Arenberg. You should be on the left-hand side of the track when starting to brake. Change into 2nd gear and make sure you don't miss the apex, as you'll have a long flat coming up. You need to get that. Full speed here into the Fuchsrohr, otherwise known as the foxhole. Be careful of the curbs here and keep a straight line as possible. You'll be approaching a fast 4th gear corner. Wait for the car to settle before braking, then turn in 4th, brake hard into 2nd, keeping the apex. Stay wide, go into 1st gear for the double left-hander. Squirt the throttle for the right-hander, and then full speed so you approach 4th gear. This next section will be done in 3rd, as close to the curb on the inside as you can. The braking to the next left can also be slippery, so brake gently and don't change into 2nd gear too soon. Be careful on the exit also. So you approach Kallenhardt over a blind crest, a slow right-hand hairpin. Up until 3rd gear, before entering this quick left-right, no need to brake, just lift off and turn in early, almost touching the guardrail on the inside. The right-hand part, try to avoid the curbs as they can throw the car off balance. As we head towards a left-hand complex, it's very easy to lock up here, so brake gently into 1st gear. This corner also tightens. Stay on the left for the right-hander. You can carry a lot of speed, and now you head towards another section which is similar to the last. However, this section is a lot faster. Approaching 3rd gear, take the car to the right side of the track and brake early enough because it's easy to drift into the guardrail. Now you head up to Exmüller, stay in 2nd, brake and turn in quite late. It's really easy to lose traction here, so try to keep the car as straight as possible. Approaching Bergberg, there's a quick left-hander before, which is easy in the 906, and a flat-out 4th gear bend. Try to get to the left-hand side of the track as soon as possible to start braking for Bergberg. Down into 2nd gear, take a late apex to carry as much speed as possible. This section is full speed in the 906, you've just got to make sure you get the correct line and keep as straight as possible. This is a section where Greger would actually say, maximum attack. We're heading to a section called Kesselchen. It's a right-hander, brake a little, turn in early and gently and down into 4th. You can immediately get back on full throttle as you hit the first apex and little bump. Some braking is required for this left, change down to 3rd. Shortly up to 4th. before braking for a third gear blind right-hander. Use the whole track here. Another blind right coming up. This is a very slight left before the right going through, so approach it from the right side of the track. And now we head up to carousel. No real braking point here, but just make sure you get actually on the concrete. Follow the car round in second gear and you can start to accelerate out. This next corner is a full speed fourth gear left-hander. If you get it right you can take it full speed, but you wouldn't lose too much time by easing off. This next section is very tricky. Third gear, don't overdrive it. Turn in very smoothly and before the crest shift into second and brake. So you follow the corner round in second gear, then accelerate up into third. Now we approach Whipperman. This is a pretty crucial set of corners. It's easy to overdrive. Stay on the apex on the left hand to get the exit on the right hand, and you can use the curb. You can brake a bit late here. It's second gear corner up the hill. Careful of oversteer on the exit. Short shift to third, then back into second. Don't overdrive this section and keep tight to the curb. Look for the exit, the right hander. And don't accelerate too early because the car wants to understeer. Up into third, then back into second for this right hander. Careful on oversteer on exit once again, then up into third, and briefly into second. Take a smooth, wide line here, and full speed round this right hander, and brake before the crest here. Left in second gear, full speed through this section, braking just after the bump here. In third gear, double apex. Be careful on the throttle, the car wants to oversteer. Ease off around the left hander. Now we have a dip. Best not to accelerate over this to keep the car balanced. This right hander is very crucial. It's over a blind crest, and if you don't get the correct line it's easy to crash into the curb. Follow the road round, full speed, braking into third gear for over the bridge section. Careful on oversteer when you land, and into second gear for the left hander approaching the second carousel. You're in third gear, brake into second. You can go into this much quicker than the previous carousel, and you can accelerate much faster through it. Take this next right hander in third, over the curb on the inside, allowing space on the exit. Be careful on the second crest because it can easily catch you out. You need to carry as much speed as possible through this next section onto the long straight. Obviously this is the best place to overtake, and getting speed out of that final corner will really assist you. As Greger would say once again, maximal attack. So we're heading full speed now towards a full speed left-hander over the crest. Full speed in the 906 I say, in the Pantera you'll be having issues. Now we head towards the final section. This is a chicane where you've got to brake just after the right kink. Softly at first, into second gear, then go down the gears. This little right hander is in first gear, and apply the throttle very gently. And full speed as you approach start finish straight for a lap of the Nordschleife 8:16.5 with Greger Huttu. Simple as that.